First pitch being thrown out in about 10 seconds here. Colby Halverson, a 7th grader, Healdsburg Junior High, representing Garden Works, our sponsor today. Colby going to rush out right there and do a quick first pitch for the game. Colby Halverson from Garden Works, the grandson of the original owners here, the Chapathis. Colby, here's your chance, bud. Of course, Garden Works today celebrating Community First Church here today as well. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of them today, we once again welcome back the Humboldt Crabs, who are celebrating 80 years of baseball in Arcata. We have been taking out our Healdsburg Prune Packers, established in 1921. So let me start with the lineups of both teams, starting with the Crabs. At second base, number 40, Jet Ruby. For the Crabs, shortstop, number 2, Colin Callahan. Left fielder for the Crabs, number 16, Victor Castaneda. First base for the Crabs, number 28, Javier Felix. DH, number 30, for the Crabs, Billy Ham. Right fielder, number 1, for the Crabs, Trent Keys. Center fielder, number 8, Michael McKiernan. And on the mound for the Crabs, pitching number 14, Nolan. Now the starting lineup for the Healdsburg Prune Packers, University of San Francisco. Center fielder, number 27, Teddy Maloney. From Long Beach State University, number 6, Joey Kramer. DH number 7, Eamon Lance. From Prune University, third baseman number 13, Logan University, catcher number 2, Hideki Prather. And on and out here at Middle State University, pitcher number 7 from the Healdsburg Community Church, Dee Clatter, is going to be singing our national anthem. All please rise.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pear were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare through the night, that our flag was still there. And the whole
church today, sponsor the Living God. So we will
glad to have them here. Around the outfield for the Prune Packers.
Prune Packer baseball. Packers looking to sweep the series against the.
I'm excited to see Jaden now we use the heater, the fastball, because he can locate different parts of the plate, and that's exactly what he's going to try doing. He not only pitches the third and fourth, they have been getting better and better and better. We know them offensively, but it's time to start giving them recognition defensively.
Definitely the case. So we're going to go fastball, 2-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and curveball. So a 5-pitch mix. As you mentioned, Tyler, that heater, he uses it well. It's got good velocity too, so I'm excited to see what the Arizona State
DH instead. So we got both ASU guys playing today, so it's very exciting if you're a Sun Devil fan at this ballpark.
Yeah, definitely. State players here in action today. Who knows? Maybe we even see Alec Velardes out of the pen.
Possibly. He is there in the big ballpark. Who knows?
So
we did see his family here, the Velardes. So they might.
Up first, it's going to be Jet Ruby for the Crabs, followed by Colin Callahan. Morris Trinkies and Michael McKernan rounds out the lineup. Good job stealing strikes for his and retires Ruby to defense as Kenny DeSalle will be starting in center field with Connor Sharpio and Camden Hayslip to his left and right. Left to right on the infield, it's going to be Logan Sutter, Maddox Maloney, Jake Tatum, and Joey Kramer. And as you mentioned, Tyler, Hideki Prather behind the dish, completing the battery with Jaden Alba. Moves ahead 1-0. Good start for Alba. Alba's made 3 appearances. 2 starts in those 3 appearances, 11 strikeouts to 5 walks across 9 innings of pitching.
Really getting the batter to guess right there. Callahan didn't really know whether or not to.
This one chopped. Alba's going to have to field his position, waiting for it to come down. Flips it. It's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter, Victor Castaneda. He's batting 200 so far in league play in the series opener, called strike 1. Really bringing the velocity today. Weird hop to Kramer. He sticks with it, flips it to Alba. Oh, and he's cold. Safe at. Kramer did a great job sticking with the ground ball, flipped it to Alba. It's not quite.
Pick up the bag, pick up the ball, and bring it to the bag, but you kind of saw Alba just hustling towards first base, one flip it over to him, feel it.
To field his position. It was a good job. Just didn't quite work out. Field Maloney going to be the one to call line up after the break.
Softball, 8
DeSell and the 2-hole Maddox Maloney batting 3 once. Him and Hayslip 8, and then that sneaky weapon in the nut today. DeSell goes after the first one against a PEL opponent, but a 1.92 ERA. Second pitch he sees in the left field. That's a leadoff single for the Pack.
And then talking a big challenge for him, considering that we already gave up a hit via Kenny DeSell.
Yeah, long, great left-handed to face this Prune Packer lineup is coming out. DeSell moves up to third. Maloney moves up to second. 2-wing score.
Maddox Maloney, a newly added player. This is just his second week of playing. That was a great hit. Got 2 guys in scoring position.
Up in the 3-hole, it's going to be Connor Sharpio. He's batting 3-0. Behind the dish, dropping and blocking. Fastball coming in the upper. See how Long deals with that. Maybe he can mix in some off speed, keep these Packers bats off balance. That's so right there. There's the breaking ball.
Foul tip off the catcher's helmet right there. And he has drove in runners in scoring position, so he could do it again. Batting on the right side.
368 so far this summer. Lifts this one into right field, down the line, and in fair ground. In comes Kenny DeSell. It gets by the right fielder, Chief. He's going to stay at third. Wow, he wanted to go. Let's go.
Home run. Did not happen, but almost. A lot of errors going on in the infield right now. I think the outfielder made some great hustle on that. You know, we have playing right field.
Picked up that Little League home run. Almost got the throw pass. Stay put, and up now the cleanup hitter, Joey Kramer. Coming out hot, and just taking the foot off the gas.
Grabs.
Maybe he can continue on.
Really good for Joey Kramer, considering he does this all other bases. So staying at first base is the right thing to do. The question is,
Joey Kramer, not much of a base stealer so far. Just hit around the order. There's no need to take that risk. So up 5 for 8 with a home run. Easy for the left-hander to do. Effectively so far. Swings through the 1-1 and falls.
The edges and really just get into the hitter's zone. the heater is going to be most effective for this count, because Jake Tatum, he's still new. No one really knows what he can do, and that's why he's falling behind in a 1-2 count.
Yeah, I would argue we're starting to see what he brings to the table. He's been great. And this one, a jam job into shallow right center, another base hit.
Here comes designated hitter, Arizona Tatum at first.
Lance is batting .385 in the league play so far this summer. Very capable bat. Saw him smoke one into left center yesterday. It was the hardest hit ball of the season at 106 miles. Got 2 on, nobody out. Kramer headed for third. Tatum headed for second. The throw going behind. Tatum got a slow jump behind him over at first, and they made him pay.
Almost took the head off of Nolan Long right there. The throw is great, but a little just not too high above that Nolan Long for the pass.
It is why I mentioned earlier you don't want to let them get outs on the bases. You want to make them earn it right now with the way the bats are starting. Tatum, though, saw Kramer headed for third, decided he was going to be a good trail runner, head to second, just a little bit late. You're the field general. I mentioned it yesterday with Ryan. Did a good job noticing that. Getting that second. Great tag from Callahan. Battling a 1-2 count. Kramer over at third with 1 out. Just long misses upstairs.
But just a little bit behind the grass. Really trying to prevent the slow hit ball.
Yeah, they're playing infield in. They want to cut off Kramer at the plate. We saw them playing infield in long. Try and get your outs. Keep that range of your infielders. We're not in that late game scenario yet, and I don't think you need the infield in. So this one gets fouled back by Lance. He stays alive, count still full.
Yeah, and they're very hard hitters too. Like, they hit the ball very hard, so I'm very surprised why Jet Ruby and Colin Callahan are kind of playing more towards the grass. They should play more towards the outfield because the balls are just going past them.
And yeah, obviously they're trying to cut down that run at the plate in Kramer. We saw it work for him. It was the third baseman yesterday, Javier Felix, making a great play to get a runner at the plate. He's over at first today. That's who is under this pop-up. Makes the grab on the run. Didn't make it look easy, but gets the job done for the second out.
Now batting from Purdue University, number 13, Logan Sutter.
Coming up now, it's going to be Logan Sutter. He's batting .313 so far in league play. He's got a couple doubles as well since PEL play started just a week ago today. Breaking ball from long starts him off ahead. Owen.
Fastball is being used, and finally see some changeup being looked at now for a strike.
And off the end of the bat of Sutter and foul down the first base line.
Again, good lead by Jake Tatum at third base. Again, obviously wouldn't steal home, but again, the lead is what you want to have, especially if any ball is hit in the infield.
Sutter, good job taken right there with the 0-2. That could have been an enticing pitch. Good effort there from Long. Maybe expecting another chase pitch here as well. Something down in the dirt. Try and get Sutter to go after the off-speed.
Ruby and Callahan more towards the outfield now.
Sutter smokes that one into left field. Picking up yet another run for the Prune Packer offense in the first inning.
Number 22, Camden Hayslip.
Here comes Camden Hayslip batting on the left side. Born June 7, 2002 in Nashville, Tennessee, and he goes to University of Alabama. Had an RBI, 2 walks, and played 7 games.
See how that goes for him. Takes the first one low and in. Hayslip batting .308. Chopped this one foul to the pole side. Sutter over at first, working against Long a little bit, seeing if he can try and get a good lead, maybe make something happen and get into scoring position for Hayslip.
Sutter, not much of a lead at first base, but being held on Holding him on will be Javier Felix.
They slipped jammed up on the...
You could say that that was kind of over the backstop.
Looking to continue this long first inning for the second day in a row. Thrown out. Great job there by the Crabs.
Great throw.
So the only way they were able to get the Packers, or at least two of the three outs on the bases, as the Packers put 4 runs on the board, staying hot in first innings, will head to the second, a 4-0 lead.
Specializing in commercial and residential landscape design, installation, construction, and maintenance. Garden Works Incorporated are sponsors today.
The second inning for the Crabs.
We're heading to the second. Another electrifying first inning from the Prune Packer offense. Gets an option.
What happened yesterday? It's like yesterday just never went away into this game. Alba's still on the mound.
First one in the hand for a called strike one, 91. Across the dish. And to go after the pitch in the dirt.
Written across their chest in red. Again, that maroon color. And of course, they got the Prune Packer hat with the bright P on it with maroon hats.
Strikeout of the afternoon.
That was a great strikeout right there, but getting scoring position when you put the stop.
So up now is Humboldt's catcher, Ethan Rivera. Ahead of myself, thought about it in my head, but first one misses outside to Rivera. Gets a hold of the next one, lifts it into left. Connor Sharpie appears to have a beat on it. Second out of the second.
Morris.
It's now up, the left-handed hitting Keenan Morris. Line with a couple of walks in, a hit by pitch. So he's been getting on base pretty solidly for the squad. A hard hit ball.
Batting for the Crabs, right fielder number 1, Trent Keys.
Second hit for the Crabs right now. Great on the left side of the plate.
He's still looking for his. Did a good job gunning down a runner earlier today. That was in the home half of the first.
You know, the Crabs right now, 2 outs. They're going to get in scoring position no matter what.
So Morris leading over at first. He has 2 stolen off.
Able to stay in front of that ball in this 1-2 count. You know that Rivera or Morris doesn't have such a lead at first base.
So Alba preparing the 1-1 with Morris still leading at first. The pickoff. Good idea from Alba to keep an eye on him. And Morris is on the move now. The throw from Prather to the shortstop Maloney. The tag. It's in. Kind of felt like you knew it was about to happen. They tried it. Prather says no. So scoreless second for the Humboldt offense takes us to the home half.
Methodist Church. We appreciate both denominations and have found a rhythm of life together that encompasses both traditions. Healdsburg Community Church. second inning for the Prune Packers from Clemson.
Catcher number 2, Hideki.
The home half, in this case, he's leading off the second.
Yeah, from last night's game, had a home run, trying to carry that into today's game. Heavy hitter, Prater, had some power. We saw him in the beginning of the season, carrying out.
Had to apologize for jinxing him from getting an opportunity to hit for the cycle. He was just a double away, had to hold that, and that's where I am to blame. Apologize to Hideki after the game. Does go down Nolan Long, of the second. In the first inning at the plate, and then Long just decides he's going to whip out 3 straight breaking balls. Very unexpected.
Yeah, not what we've seen at all.
Off of Rivera, that did not feel a chance to recover.
The ball from going to the backstop.
Himself, but it's a good pitch from Long. He's just getting him out in front, catching him off balance. This is a great 0-2, misses upstairs, goes that fastball.
It's here for the 12:30 game. It's beautiful out here in Healdsburg. Good day to come out and watch it.
It's going to be an infield single for Oregon. And not a routine play right there for Morris at all. Was trying his best there on the backhand, just couldn't quite come up with it. And there's also a chance that DeSalle would have. First one into Maloney is going to bounce in the dirt. Maloney, his first time up, singled into right center. In 11 at-bats of PEL play. Long
great pitch
into the at-bat. One. DeSalle goes into third.
And what he actually got over Callahan's head. And again, you can't really blame Callahan for that. That was left center. DeSalle now at third, and as for Maddox, he is at first. So runners in the corners. This is another chance for the Prune Packers to score with Connor Sharpie up.
There's multiple shakes on the breaking ball. That one good for a called strike one. And as you mentioned, Tyler Sharpio at the dish.
Again, we see the breaking ball yet again kind of dip below and hitting the plate for our ball. 1-1 with 1 out.
Scoring here, but this time low and away. Rivera does a good job gloving that one, keeping the runners put. Oh, Sharpio, an excuse me check swing, goes around, makes the count even.
Inside, just went kind of straight for the plate, then he kind of just had that spin move, dipping down below the knees inside the corner.
2-2 now from Long. Sharpio fouls it back. Another attempted breaking ball from Long. I think he's realizing that he'll have more. It's another 2-2 offering on the way. Sharp ground ball. Couldn't have felt good bouncing off the body. So the ground out. Runners in scoring position. This time it's going to be Maddox Maloney over at second for Joey Kramer. Early 5-0 lead for Healdsburg.
Again, Humboldt rocking that bright blue crabs. So it's that bright red and bright blue going up against that maroon and camo that the Prune Packers represent.
I do like the uniforms.
Yeah, rocking the colors like the crabs would.
This one popped up by Kramer on the infield. On it is Callahan and Jet Ruby. Callahan couldn't find it in the sun. Kramer's on his way to second. Ruby slides to apply the tag, and he's called out at second. So picking up an RBI in Maloney on a single, but Kramer called out at second. A 6-0 lead in favor of the Pack. Play-by-play.
Around the bases backwards.
The Philadelphia Phillies were not amused. 1963, Jimmy Pearsall.
We are back in Healdsburg, Healdsburg, alongside Griffin Snyder and this 5-0 lead. Something that we've seen
6 runs so far through 2 innings. Maloney was able to come around to score on that Kramer pop-up, but I'm seeing a lot of good offense from the Packers.
Just to change up his fastballs, and of course, like we said, the fastballs is what he is good at using. Again, 1 strikeout. We're going to get underway here with the first pitch on the top of the 3rd, and that's going to be right down the middle from your strike. It's going to be an 0-1 count.
When Keenan Morris was caught stealing to end the 2nd, so he's already up there today.
And again, this is his first at-bat. He's going to pop it out right to Sharpio, and that's going to do it for him.
Now batting for the Crabs, center fielder number 8, Michael McKiernan.
Couldn't find any luck with the fresh at-bat. Good job by Alba and the defense to get the first one. It's going to be important to stay with the foot on the gas. You want to not allow Humboldt.
8 on the back of his jersey with Crabs above it in red as well. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be just down low. Really wanted, he was thinking about that, but he held his bat back, so it's going to be a 1-0 count. Again, fastball, that was just under the zone. Here comes the 2nd pitch, and that's going to be Jaden Alba. And that is just locating different edges of the zone, paint the corners. Here comes the 2-0, and again, down low, fastball. I think we need to see something different. So 3-0, and on deck will be way beyond the first base line. It's going to be foul. It's going to be a 3-1 count. So able to keep the count in his favor, still stay in this. Again, you don't want to walk it through the Humboldt. Jaden Alba's going to try his best at locating different parts of the zone with his heater. The pitch, tap back. So 3.
You score runs, you got to start somewhere. You're not going to get all 6 back with 1 swing of the bat.
So 3-2 with 1 out. 6-0 to score. Top of the lineup, 2 up and down. This is going to be Michael McKiernan, and stepping up will be Jet Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby grounded out his first time up, but he's been a pain to try and get out for these Packers pitchers in the second baseman.
McKiernan taking quite a lead at first base. Kramer holding him on. Here comes the first pitch at bat to Jet Ruby. The way to the center fielder, Kenny DeSell, and getting on second will be McKiernan, and getting on first will be Jet Ruby. That was a perfect little hit right. Jake Tatum for just making that slide, wanting to just prevent the run. He could have worked a double play right there, but unfortunately he could not. Stepping up now will be Colin Callahan, who's playing shortstop today. First and second, the pitch. It's going to be right down Main Street for a strike to Peter. It's going to be an 0-1 count.
That was a good middle infield to turn the double play, but just right up the middle. Tatum couldn't quite get it just out of his reach.
Having lots of trust in your infield with the pitch. Swung on and missed at a ball way outside the zone. See that fastball again. On deck is Victor Castaneda. Castaneda had a single. These are the counts 0-2. And that really, it's all on him to either make a hit, working different parts of the plate right now. We saw a lot of those pitches be on the outer part, away from Cal. Jack swing, and he did not go around.
I thought he did. He did a good job pulling it back. Good job by Cal.
He did a good job at kind of holding that bat back. He didn't really fully cross the plate. The 1-2 count. To this half swing, but that is called a strike, and that's going to be Alba's second strikeout, bringing up Victor Castaneda, who's playing left field.
To tell from this angle, was not happy about it.
Knees very well bent back that way above the shoulders. Big swing and a miss, really trying to take the zone. It's going to be an 0-1 count. Again, both runners, one has swung to anything goes. Outside, fastball dotting just the upper right-hand part of the plate. And it's going to be a ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Early in this game, let's see what he does here. In 3rd pitch. And this one's going to be tapped. That's going to be foul right past Kramer. And we'll try it again.
This would be huge for the stats.
It would be surprising considering, don't jinx yourself yet again. Strikeout, trying to get his 3rd. Strikeout by Jaden Alba. Blue bag is 6. Crabs, nothing. We are back, bottom of the 3rd act. It's on the infield grass. But get under it and pop it up sky high. He's going to be 1 for 2 today.
Hoping that
Pass back down the 3rd, 4th inning. So depending on his chance, he's going to look at this one as it's going to go right there.
In his previous 3 starts, longest pitch, kind of a similar situation to what we saw yesterday, where you just got to kind of eat innings.
Then Eamon Lance playing designated hitter today. He is the catcher as well. Third baseman Keenan Morris. Morris is going to flip it over to first baseman Javier Felix, and that's going to do it. He's playing third base as well. Harris got a heater. I think that was a really good pitch, good execution right there, and I would say good velocity on that. It's going to be no 1 PI as well into this game. It's going to be a fastball just painting the outer edge. Nolan Long from Dublin, California to bring it in. So Logan Sutter will be on for yet another hit in Nashville, Tennessee. Again, the Alabama kid we talked about. Bad mixing at first base. It's going to be swung on a cup foul. I want to say the least he had a hit as well. You know, that's outside. Kind of grabbing. It's going to go right to the center fielder. The top of the 4th inning. Where there could be more. Who knows? Prune Packers 6.
Wonderful article in the press of our community. Thank you.
First inning, top of the 4th inning here in Healdsburg. This goldenish glove. I don't know, it's yellow, golden. You know the color I'm talking about. We talked about how he normally pitches the 3rd and 4th inning. He's going to be working his 4th at bat, as this one's going to be with a strikeout. And here comes the pitch. Check swing, did not go around. And here comes the pitch again. Check swing, and last bottom half. Here comes a 3-0 by Alba, and this one's going to be right down the middle. So Alba now a 3-1 count. Count is still in the hitter's favor. And again, another hitter just right down the middle. It's going to be a full count, 3-2. So Javier Felix popped out to the infield at his last out. Here comes the 3-2. Run on and miss. Good pitch. Strikeout number 4. Jaden Alba still doing some work. So that's going to bring up Billy. He's inside part of the plate. It's going to be an 0-1 count. Again, you want to get in for a ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count. That was the difference between the last pitch and this pitch. That pitch was kind of the same, but the hitter did not hit in the outer part of the plate. And 6-0 Healdsburg, just like last night. Down Rivera. Ethan Rivera, who was on deck, he's from Chino Hills, California. And we'll talk about the awards that he had prior to 2022. Pitch right there, but it's going to make the count full, 3-2. Again, good look by Billy Ham. I think his patience is outside ball. Ham right there, but he did not get that ABCA 2022. So Rivera, who's a patient hitter as he looks at this ball. To put Ham in front position. Big swing and a miss at that one. Really wanted all power. So, Kramer. Now he glances back at Prather. The 1-1, he's going to look back to Frenton's on you. You want to take second base, but also realizing that you could be out by having quite a lead at first base. Again, Kramer doing a fastball, just chest level pitch. That's going to be a 2-1 count. Like we said a bunch of times, Alba nods again, nods for the 3rd time. That's delivery. Camden Healdsburg, and that's going to advance him to second base. And Rivera gets his first hit of the game as he takes first.
Yeah, good at bat there from Rivera. Did a good job waiting for something he liked. Obviously didn't drive that one into right center, but definitely got enough of it to get on base.
He has a single, so he got on first at his last at bat. One out in this inning, got a player on second and first. Here comes delivery by Alba. They're doing a great job with the stopping.
Not just that, but throwing out runners. With a 6-run lead, it's a little bit less important, but it's a good thing to work on, get your reps in Summer Bowl.
1-0, Alba delivered. And Alba's doing a great job right now executing the pitches. Right now he has 4 strikeouts, trying to go for his 5th. That was a beautiful pitch that he had. And Castaneda's last out bat. So the 1-1, the glance over to second, another glance over at second. He delivered. Good aim. I'm pretty sure that started some history for the Birds. Everyone loves a taco truck here. 1-2 count with 1 out. Again, standing in the on-deck circle will be bright red number 1 with crab above it, Frank Keys. Stack of Alba's pitches. They're starting to see they're starting to kind of recognize his pitches a lot more. They're kind of, he's locating these pitches in different areas of the zone. It's near 1-2 count. Again, this one's going to get away from Prather, and both runners are going to take scoring position. So they got 2 guys on scoring position. Both that definitely was 93. Prune Packer pitchers, they pitch around 91 to 95. So 2-2, shoulders rested. Outer part of the plate. I'm pretty sure Alba wanted that one. It's going to be a full count. Cam Moore still on at bat, trying to go 2 for 2 today, as he does have a single into the pitch. 1 out. Outside ball 4. Bases are loaded. Here comes Trent Keys. However, he popped out.
His zone. It doesn't look like he's going to the bullpen. Devil, let him know that he's gotten the
communication up with their catcher and pitcher. Coach Gumbs is just focused. He's kind of the guy with the chemistry that's in. So there's got to be some chemistry, some build-up, and of course, like we talked about, communication. So I think
Prather and Alba both been here since day 1, so I trust that they have that chemistry.
And it's going to be well below the knees and down in the dirt for a ball. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Again, right there with bat not hanging above the shoulders, but well in front of the shoulders. We'll look at something different because it is a 2-0 count and it's not in Alba's favor. And again, yes, we have a 6-run lead right now. Ball 4, outside ball 3.
Changing for Alba is the fatigue baseballs as well. He's trying to find some sort of solution to the problems he's having with the control here in the 4th. He had a great first 3 innings. Dig deep in the tank here in here.
Alba shrugs his shoulders. He now delivers, and it's going to be the last strikeout that he had, his 4th. I mean, that was a 3-0 like Jaden Alba. Firing it over to Kramer, but not getting there in time. All runners are going to be safe.
Now batting,
if it wasn't for the broken bat, it might have been easier to turn that double play. Kicks off of him and then bounces away, and they're not able to get anybody out.
Going on the infield, and 1 out still. He caps it right to Sutter. Sutter's going to flip it. That was needed. And it's now 6-1. So we had half of the 4th inning. Prune Packers get their inning. Tyler Wilder alongside Kirby Pettis. You guys bottom of the 4th.
Ending the longest. From Clemson University, catcher.
The Humboldt Crabs get on the Prune Packers levels ever since last inning.
Yeah, they did a good job putting a run up on the board.
So stepping up Hideki Prather, the catcher from Clemson, is going to go right down the middle. Again, Nolan. Going bouncing off the dirt for a ball. It's going to have good patience. Back this one right to the third baseman, Keenan Morris. Morris is going to flip it over to there was a sub. I don't know what exactly it was. I'm not going to speak on it, but Kenny. So I think that was a good option by Coach Gomes. Again, number 27 in maroon on the back of the camo jersey. Way into the mitt of doing a great job defensively and offensively, finding his game around the country to play here in Healdsburg. So part of the zone. So 0-1 again looked at for a strike. Again, another questionable call. Again, these umpires are different than the ones that we had originally. Where he lines up with the strike zone. It's going to be tap foul again. It's going to be 0-2 count. We rely on the scoreboard out there. You know, we saw a couple balls and strikes being put on there for the inning right here. The pitch down and below the knees. Kind of hit that play. Kind of hit just the edge of the. Again, no shift for the Humboldt Crabs. Again, blue and red. Humboldt across their chest. The pitch and outside again. 2-2. So doing a good job to recover from that. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here comes Madison Maloney at the shortstop. He's going to pop this one.
Maloney's doing a good job so far today. A couple singles and spraying it everywhere. One in the right center, one through the left side of the infield.
Off the bat of Maloney, it's going to go right in front of the center fielder. That's going to be a kind of Sharpio who grounded out late, and he has an RBI in this one. So with 2 outs, Connor Sharpio can put by Max Maloney. It's going to be a changeup on the outer part of the zone. Crabs trail by 5. Ethan Rivera taking second base. Boy, Max Maloney still at second base. It's going to be a 2-0 count. Did have a triple in his first at-bat. This will be his 3rd appearance. Granted, on his last at-bat, having an RBI against Crush. And it's going to fall into the by 5. Boom back to 6. Crabs 1.
Campus holds the potential for extraordinary beauty and functionality. Now, coming in to pitch for the Prune Packer, University of...
Second base on number 40, Jet.
Go! Here's the opportunity for 5 strikeouts and even 3.0.
Wow, exactly. Or he closed out again.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the save because it wasn't. Just facing the top.
Because maybe Humboldt, big pitch until the 3rd, 4th inning. Here we are. Top of the 5th inning, new pitcher. I think that's
getting into the later innings of your outing.
And dealing with the top of the line
for his pitching staff. We'll be getting a solid lead, 1 run per inning. We get a handful of runs. Still in the 3rd on those check swings, like slider. Not even going to ask for the appeal.
Yeah, questionable calls. So when you check swing, it could be a strike or a ball.
Control your own destiny. Pops this one even.
Oregon. Sophomore, the pitch.
2-2 gets
Castaneda.
So now up to be Victor Castaneda. He singled in the 1st, struck out looking in the 3rd. Once again, blocking a pitch in the dirt. He's been lights out behind the plate. Stokes, another one of those tall righties that the Packers have, standing at 6'6", gets the.
Alba, and this time he did the same thing, but with Stokes at first base. So 2nd out. So yeah, 2 outs, man on 2nd.
Yep, and up comes Javier Felix, rocking that gardening glove on the bottom hand. It's a swing and miss on the 0-1. Stokes way ahead now and just a pitch away from getting himself. Gets him on the slider, swinging way away, dropping to Aeneas Felix. Cole Stokes blocks and serves the 5-run lead as we head to the home half.
Gardenworks Incorporated, reaching out to the Healdsburg Community Church. Healdsburg Community Church, we believe that the good news of God's love produces hope like nothing else. Glad to have all of the folks from the Healdsburg Community Church here today. Thank you. For the crowd, number 34, Bryce Stockton.
Pitcher for Humboldt, Bryce Stockton. He's going to be tasked with facing the #1 team in the league standings in the Prune Packers. Defeated, still in PEL play, looking to continue that. Drives that one into left for a single. Good piece of hitting, jumps on the first one. He sees from
Jake Tatum reminds me of something else, but
100 to Potters, where he pitched 3 innings of 2-run baseball, allowed 4 in a shootout game against.
Changeup right there, those first 2 pitches, really trying to inch right down the middle using that changeup. Of course, he missed it. A lot more off speed than we usually.
Tatum. Stockton, a Sacramento State horse.
To the count, Kramer, a little bit of a lead at first.
I asked Ryan this yesterday. I'm going to ask you this today. What would you say your knowledge is of college?
ASU, I've been just getting into college baseball. Markey, the guy that's supporting Jaden Alba.
Definitely the case. Did you know Sac State was?
Good question, though.
Some fun trivia up here while we're calling this 6-1 lead for the Packers, looking to extend their record and winning streak to 16 games to start the season, all of them at home. The next game will be on the road in Medford. That Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they'll be playing a series up north in Oregon. 2-2 from Stockton. Tatum lines it into right center. That's a base knock.
Yeah.
It takes away from Keys, on his way to third now, and on his way to second. So runners on second and third. Kramer getting into third. Tatum getting into second.
Yeah, the thing about curveballs that I think Stockton needs to worry about is that curveballs are the easiest pitch to get used to, easiest pitch to get in front of. And I think the Prune Tigers are going to see that very quickly here as we get towards the mid-half of the game.
So up now it's going to be aiming. Plenty of high-level D1 talent on this Prune Packers squad. The mound visit concludes. Rivera back behind the dish for Stockton. Lance lifts the first one. Husu's on the right side. It's going to get out of play.
After that foul ball, I immediately went to thinking, second time hitting the taco truck? No, it is far off to the left of the taco truck. Don't want to put too much dents in that vendor. 0-1 the count.
Pitch from Stockton, the 0-1, a breaking ball taken in the zone by Lance. Stockton, whatever Rivera told him, it's working for him right now against Lance. Jumps ahead 0-2. Lance Humboldt's able to hold up on the 0-2, staying alive in the at-bat. This one is going to catch Lance. Looks like maybe the helmet, maybe the shoulder there on the breaking ball. Up and in. That's going to load the bases now for Logan Sutter.
Let's see what he does here. The curved ball against the Purdue hitter.
Stockton still looks singles, and then that hit by pitch. He finally got in front of a batter in Lance and just couldn't finish him off. And they get the force to put away Joey Kramer. A 5-2 fielder's choice. Keeps the bases loaded.
That situation, you couldn't turn 2 on that. The bases are going to remain loaded. That's going to bring up Camden Hayes. They're good in situations like these. So let's see what Stockton does here.
Hayslip takes the first. Hayslip chops that. They're into PEL play. That's good to see. Something we'll be able to reference as the season continues on. See where some of these Packers bats stack up.
Yeah, some of the Packers are a lot of change drastically over time with just 2 bats.
Hayslip is going to take frame is now Hideki Prather. Prather takes the first one, a breaking ball upstairs. On the team in home runs, still only trailing Joey Kramer. It was his 5th of the summer. When he gets a piece of it, he drives it.
And I'm telling you, you saw Alex Lipper's name on there, only 3 home runs. I mean, I wouldn't count on him too early. He still can do a lot for the team. And he's very quick, so you'll see him on the mound, playing short soon.
Prather takes again, way ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. Stockton in danger of walking in the swing at something if he likes it. He does opt for the take, but still in a good count to find
2 outs. It's going to be in his favor. And he likes these counts, Prather.
One of my former partners, Tim Fitzgerald, this is his favorite play. Prather an opportunity to really break this open. Really solidify that 5-run lead, make it larger. Prather tries to hold up, but he does not, according to the home plate umpire. He goes down on strike swinging. We have a conversation with the home plate umpire, but Stockton does a good job getting out of the inning. We head to the 6th, a 6-1 Prune Packer lead.
Gets so upset that he throws the ball at the umpire. Umpire kicks him out of the game. Ernie Shore comes in, relieves him. The base runner caught stealing. Ernie Shore receives a 26 men out. Perfect game for Ernie Shore. Babe Ruth getting kicked out 1917.
Ben Chapman, the new right-handed reliever out of the University of Oregon. He's going to be making it's not here today and for the rest.
For the Crabs.
Takes the hunting for that outside corner, trying to paint The fastball at 90 miles an hour from the right arm of Chapman. To get him, this one just a little bit too high, and in there with a leadoff double is Billy Ham.
Great throw by the Sal. He was all the way at the warning track throwing that in to Maddox Maloney. Yeah, he's safe, but again, the throw is what matters. But the runner will be at second scoring position. That is Billy Ham. Ethan Rivera steps up.
The first offering he gets from Chapman. Chapman's 0-1 goes to the curveball. It's chopped high to Maloney. His fellow Oregon Duck takes care of it.
There's a runner in second base. I mean, you could turn two if it's hit the Sutter, but that's going to bring up Keenan Morris playing third base today. He had a single in the first. He's just a little bit batting on the left side of the plate. And a little bit of a lead at second base, a look over.
I feel like I've said that 100 times today. That's just
what you're trying to say. The stretch from Sin Chapman.
Saying well along with the rest of the crowd, that pitch got away from him.
Slipped out. Plenty more appearance to work with. The way he threw that just slipped away from his hand and got way out of Prather's glove. And really, the catcher's mitt was the fence on that. So 2-0 the count on Keenan Morris, the third baseman. He was slightly bent, that in front of the shoulders.
3 balls, no strikes to count with 1 out. Ham just 90 feet away from scoring and continuing to chip away at the Prune Packer lead. The Crabs have 4 innings remaining. They want to come back from this 5-run deficit. This one foul tipped by Morris on it.
Third base, so this could be their chance to score. Again, the runner on third base is
Trent Keys.
Second.
So runners at the corners. Billy Ham on it. Get a hit on the ball. However, there is some confusion, and they're going to say he's out. So confusion right there. With really went around, so that's going to be a strike. It's going to be an 0-1 count with 1 out. Ham and Morris on. Ham at third, Morris. And they got Maddox Maloney to apply the tag. That's count with 2 out. McKieran playing center field for Humboldt. Way far left of the left field line. We're going to try it again. Again, 6-1. Change up just on the outer part of the plate. So curveball in at 76 miles. Getting shot at the plate. Full count, 3-2. 2 outs. This is it. Chapman doesn't look over at third. He's going to fire, and it's going to be for the top half of 6th inning. We have the bottom 6. Humboldt Crabs still trail by 5.
Specializing in commercial, residential, landscape design, installation, and maintenance. Our landscape contractors have earned awards for installation, maintenance, and landscape management since 1999. Our featured sponsors, Gardenworks Incorporated.
Sixth inning for the Prune Packers, University of
Packer offense is going to look. Kenny DeSalle, Maddox Maloney. They came around to score. And puts it away, so a good job.
I mean, that was all power right there. Barrel to the ball. And some only if you're hitting on the left and right field side. But again, center field, there's some big depth over
2-0. Some early leverage for the right-handed. And he goes after the 2-0. 3 with 3 singles so far today. He has an opportunity to pick up 5 hits.
Long Beach State University.
Ahead And then
Prime will be hit.
it's gone pretty far so far. For 3 today, he does have 3 RBI and
Yeah, he's an addition to the lineup. He's just been
played well defensively. Hard up the middle, sliding and going.
because he couldn't get there. We all make one. That was a liner right to him in shallow outfield, making
Avoid the trouble altogether here in the 6th. For a single, that one looked like it was going to hang up longer and be caught.
was to look to his right and look at left hanging well above third and take third base. But again, he's in scoring position after the game.
Good thing I did. Up now is J at 2-0, looking to find something.
He's a very fast guy. I'm pretty sure any score.
He's going to scurry back. Four-pitch walk as Stockton gets back into one.
Go right past him.
Down the right field line, it's down for a base hit. In comes third.
Second week, he's doing really well, and I think that right there is going to boost his chemistry with the team and his confidence going forward. He got
Up an 8-1 lead after the 2 RBI triple. The Humboldt coaching staff thought maybe this was his call. An 8-1 lead after the 2 RBI. Lance was hit by a average count where they can find something to drop. He falls behind 0-2.
the RBI guy, Logan Sutter from Purdue, is on deck.
Leaves the fastball upstairs. Still sitting in the high 80s is Stockton, mostly around 88 with the fastball. Slider puts down Lance.
The table closes at the end of the 7th inning. Just a general reminder, merchandise table, last call. Coming to pitch for the Prune Packers from Santa Clara University, number 35.
We are back, top of the 7th inning here, and the Prune Packers continue their lead as it increases yet again thanks to a RBI triple by the newly added player Jake Tatum. Again, Jake Tatum, he is 2 for 3 today. He had a pop out to center field, and then he had an RBI single, or just doing well for the Prune Packers. And as for the Crabs, they now trail by 7. Tyler Wood alongside Griffin Snyder. And we have been seeing so much. Let's go for a strike, 0-1. Again, 1-8 the score in today's ball game. Getting towards the later innings, it's going to be swung on and missed. Gator right down the middle. Really good pitcher. It's Michael McKiernan, who is playing center field today. That was right down the middle, so it's going to be an 0-2 count. No outs, no shift either. The pitch up high, just above the letters for a ball. It's going to be a 1-2 count. Now, it's good to have a ball or two in this 0-2 count, considering you want to challenge the hitters, really get them off balance. And I think Johnson's doing that well. Again, not a lot of starts to the Prune Packers. Up and in, having to back away his helmet. The batter, McKernan, it's going to be a 2-2 count. That was inside head level. So you got to watch out for pitches like those. But on deck is the top of the lineup for the Crabs, Jet Ruby. The pitch, 2-2. Up and in, shoulder level for a ball. It's going to be a 3-2 count. And we would like to thank you guys for listening, tuning into this jam-packed game between the Prune Packers as they are yet again. And again, in the hole is Colin Callahan, the pitch, and he's going to move up his arms because he knows that's a ball, and he's going to...
Ruby.
So getting up a walk in just the first plate appearance will be Elliot Jocelyn as he walks. Michael McKernan bringing up Jet Ruby. So again, having to lift up his arms because that was an inside pitch, shoulder level. So now McKernan's going to take a little bit of a lead at first base. Here comes the pitch to Jet Ruby. It's going to be looked at for a ball in the lower outside part of the plate. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Again, locating the pitches effectively here, and you can do that when you work the heaters, and that's what the Prune Packers have been doing all season. 1-0 the count, nods, and swung on and missed. 1-1 to even the count. So 1 on, 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. And the Crabs having 1 run. They'll look over to first, now looks back at the catcher, nods once, and delivers. And this one's going to be chopped foul on the third base line. So 1-2 the count. And again, they trail by 7, and getting to the later innings, starting to question if they're going to actually win this. But again, it's collegiate baseball. Anything can happen, just like the minor league. Pitch. Jocelyn delivers. Again, reached at and tapped by the end of the bat. Foul. It's going to be still a 1-2 count. And Elliot Jocelyn, trying to match the same skill level that we've been seeing from Stokes and Alba when they all had strikeouts. Again, the pitch inside, and it's going to get away from Prather. Taking second base will be McKernan, and he's going to be on for a wild pitch. So he will just take second base. And again, Alba left today's game with a total of 4 strikeouts, and Stokes left the game having just 1 strikeout. We saw Finn Chapman foul again. It's going to be 3-2. Again, still trying to stay alive. Again, Jet Ruby grounded out in the first inning. Again, you see the curveball and made some contact, popped it up. Sutter and Sharpio racing score. The Prune Packers keeping the momentum going here. Fans still packing the house here at Rec Park. And that's exactly what matters here. And the players. Right again. And again, all these foul balls and all these pitches and this pitch count is really just putting more work on Elliot Jocelyn. So he could get it out of the jam with just 1 more strike. But again, Ruby putting the pressure on him, and that's going to be a ball. 3-2. So runner on at second base, and that is Michael McKernan taking a little bit of a lead. This one's going to be hit, and it's going to get right into the glove of Kenny DeSalle, and that is going to do it for Michael McKernan. That's the end of the first out of the bottom half of the top half of the 7th inning. Still, that will strand a runner at second base, that being Michael McKernan. That's going to bring up Colin Callahan, with Victor Callahan grounded out to Kramer in the first inning and then struck out in the second. He's going to tap this one right to Jake Tatum. Tatum's going to spin and flip chemistry right there by the infield. However, it does move up the runner from scoring position, moving to third base. That is Michael McKernan. He is on at third base. No. That was Callahan. Castaneda got a single in the first and then struck out looking in the third. So here we go. The pitch to him. It's going to be up high. Change up left hanging. Again, because of the situation with 2 outs, no one's going to be holding him on at third base. So Sutter's going to be well off from third. And this one's going to be a ball way below the knees, bouncing out on the dirt. It's going to be a 2-0 count with 2 outs. So that's going to make McKernan kind of have a little bit of a lead at third base. The 3-0 count, not going to be in Jocelyn's favor. He's well bent, ball heading off the umpire's mask. And fastball, good contact. Umpire's fine. The home play. So we're going to try it again from Victor Castaneda, who's playing left field today. Singled in first, struck out looking in the third, looking to not do any of that here. In the top half. Castaneda take first base, and that's going to make the runner stay at third and first, and that's going to bring up Javier, and then struck out swinging in the fourth inning. Bit of Javier Felix. So he is going to take his base. And bases are going to be low. Had an at-bat earlier on. He struck out in the first and then had a walk in the fourth. So let's see what he does here against Elliot Jocelyn. So Jocelyn's going to exit. Standing ovation for Elliot Jocelyn as he heads to the dugout. So it's going to be a new pitcher. We're going to step away now, and we'll be back with the new pitcher.
Now coming in a pitch from Arizona State University, number 18, Alec Velardes.
Family is here in support of Alex Velardes. He's pitching, again, the right-handed pitcher. A lot of the ASU players playing in today's game. You mentioned me and Griffin talking about sparking Jaden Alba back in Tempe. So from Tempe to the Birds, Alex Velardes. So every ASU player for the Pack got a chance to play today, and that's great. So 2 outs in this inning. Velardes looking to make this at-bat very quick. Here comes Billingham, the designated hitter, against. Again, the runners are at every position, third, second, and first, which, well, what does that mean? Bases are loaded. Here we go. The first pitch is going to be the quick out to prevent any more runs. So the execution is there. Good chemistry by Tatum, the Maddox. That's going to do it for him, and that's going to do it for the top half of the 7th inning. We add to the bottom of the 7th.
So here they are. A lot of enthusiasm. The Blue Packers love supporting youth softball and baseball. So ladies, it's your chance now to take this all out. Great job, Windsor Wicked traveling softball team. All traveled all the way up here from Windsor.
Logan Sutter is going to step up from Purdue University, playing third base. How the guys enjoyed that little mid-7th song, taking out to the ball game. Oh, Sutter as he looks at this pitch for a ball. So Bryce Stockton still on 3 strikeouts, almost. So I'm noticing a trend, and I'm not sure if it's by accident or on purpose, but I'm just noticing 3-0 counts just so they can eventually work the strike. So 1 count, the pitch, and right down the middle tap. Jerseys with Healdsburg written across their chest in maroon. Again, 4th strikeout. Tommy Farmer, the new offensive switch. From University of Texas, here comes the pitch, and all in time. He did everything, but there was a double. So Zach Justice on the mound roster is going to also take. Again, this we don't really see Zach just for the Pack. It's going to be a 2-1 count. Pitch right down. Again, Bryce Stockton looks over at to Stockton. Stockton's going to hustle with the ball and take it over to Javier Felix. And that is going to be a quick ground out.
Alex Lepper.
Alex Lepper gets his first at-bat of the day with 2 outs, and this is done on the inner part of the plate. Javier Felix, and that's going to do it for the bottom half. The still trail by 7.
To play the Rogues.
Up in Medford, you'll be able to check it on YouTube.
Second inning of work, on the bottom of the first inning, then scored in the bottom of the second inning, an extra 2 or more runs being scored, and now pitch to him inside a 1-0 count. And again, he is the right-handed pitcher for the Prune Packers, who is a lefty. And good job for Rivera to just make some contact to that ball as it got fouled back to the backstop. It's going to be a 2-1 count. Again, so there's this one swung on a tap foul behind the back. Pitch, swung on and missed. Foul, tipped it into the out, bringing up Keenan Morris. And Keenan Morris is playing. Out in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. There comes the second pitch for getting on base. He has 2 walks in this game, and he singled in the first. Knee slightly bent, bat out, way out in front of the shoulders. Two-1. Here comes the pitch. And this one's going to be swung on and tapped. And this might be a gapper. And it's going to fall in between Sharpio and DeSalle. On with a double, really getting his redemption from those 2 walks that he had in this game. And looks like in that slide to second base, great slide, but again, some injuries do take place when you're trying to take so quickly that Morris had the slide, and it looks like he's good.
Coming to pitch run, Ty Kennedy, number 11.
So Ty Kennedy is going to be pinch running at second base. Kennedy hasn't had an at-bat today, however, he is pinch running here in the mid-half of the top of the 7th inning, or 8th inning. Trent Keys, who is at the dish right now playing right field, popped out to left field, then got a single in his second at bat, and that being an RBI. Then he grounded out to the first baseman. So here he is trying to get yet another RBI as Kennedy will be at second base pinch running. Again, 0-1 to count with 1 out. Bat well above the shoulders. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be swung on and tapped foul into the catcher's mitt. It's going to be an 0-2 count. Good job at just getting some piece to the ball right there. So 0-2 the count. Crabs trail by 7, really trying to get a run on the board. And checks in, going around. So going back to the dugout will be Trent Keys on strikeout. That's going to be Velarde's second strikeout of the game. And that's going to bring up Michael McKernan. And he's going to look at this curveball dotting right in the zone for a strike. It's going to be an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. No look over at him. 1, 2 outs. that I am working with, not only just setting up the stream, but everyone working analytics and everyone to my left and right of me. Doing a great job here this afternoon in Healdsburg. Curveball right down the middle, good pitch, good location. And 8-1 the score. The Prune Packers up by a bunch. Like they were up by a bunch yesterday. They won yesterday's game 13-1 against the Humboldt Crabs. Trying to sweep the series against the Crabs like they did when Medford came to visit. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be right down the middle for strike 3. Velarde gets his third punch out.
Prune Packer players come
In the
from
top
Oregon,
half of the 8th
Texas, Arizona,
Crabs still
Tennessee,
trail by
Washington,
7. 8-1 the score. We head to the bottom of the 8th here in Healdsburg.
California cities.
They arrive in Healdsburg, and our host families open up their homes to these young athletes. Big round of applause to our host families 2024. Thank you so much. Coming to pitch for the Crabs, number 22, Blake Ignatiak.
Healdsburg, California. And we have a pitching change. But Bryce Stockton goes back to the dugout. However, Ignatiak's on the mound for the Crabs. Stepping up is kid Campbell, who would play that infield spot. So again, the leg guard. It's going to be an 0-1 count. No changes defensively, just the pitching change. There comes the pitch again, down in the dirt for a ball. And again, Jaden Alba did an excellent job today, having 4 strikeouts. He was the all-tournament team leader as both hitter. Did a great job today. Ball outside. And this one's going to be tapped right, ball from going into the outfield. And it went right over his head. So a lot of the balls is bouncing above Colleen's head. Man, I feel bad for the kid. The kid's just trying to put a stop to the ball, do whatever he can defensively, but the balls are just right to him, hard hit over his head. So Campbell taking the lead at first base. Here comes the pitch, and this one's going to be tapped. First base, Keenan Morris, and it's not going to be in time. Campbell's on at third. Around second, Big Kramer, who is playing first base today. Martin McCurdy now, great job at just getting that ball in quick enough. Community Church Service, as they are today's sponsor. Thank you guys for coming out today and cheering on. Again, the people working there for them were singing, taking out to the ball game in the middle. So runners at the corners, first and third. And again, the score has kind of been the way it's been, 8-1, all the way until the 5th inning. So we haven't seen much until then. However, we have been seeing players reach base. So 1-1 count. They'll look over the first and delivery. Kramer's going to tap this one right to Javier Felix. Felix going to step on the lead yet again. It's 9-1. Crabs now trail by 8, taking second base.
University of Portland, number 3, Jonas Salk.
Here comes Jonas Salk. Again, another all. Right down the middle again. I think Blake Misnasiak, he's doing a great job right now using different swing and a miss. And again, we're talking about how he's using these pitches effectively, using it well here. Big swing on second. And that's when
Arizona State University, number 7.
And a lot of Sun Devils. First baseman struck here, Felix, and that's going to do it. However,
The article today about
we now head top of the ninth. The home stretch, the final stretch.
Interfacing with people. Great words from Dean Clatter, the pastor of Healdsburg Community. Coming in pitch for the Prune Packers, University of Michigan, number 25, Max Dubek.
Jet Ruby.
We head to the ninth, 3 outs away from completing the series sweep of the Humboldt Crabs are the Packers, and in order to finish off the deal, they're going to go to the right-handed throwing Max DeBeck. He's headed to Michigan in the fall. The two-way 6'7" junior is the one on the mound. That one misses downstairs, gets away from Justice, and he falls behind 1-0. He's tasked with facing the top of the Humboldt lineup, starting with Jet Ruby. Beck does get it into the zone with that one.
I've been motivated ever since they told me I'm doing better. I've been doing this. I don't think it's going to I have no voice.
So DeBeck falls behind 2-1. He has already picked up a save for the Packers. This isn't a save opportunity here with that 8-run lead. But he's established himself as someone who can come in for a short relief appearance and do it well. It's a 3-inning save, as a matter of fact, against the Red Tails earlier this summer. Ruby chops this one. It's going to stay foul. So DeBeck battling a 2-2 count, trying to put away Ruby for the first out of the ninth.
And having a tall guy like DeBeck pitching, I mean, how tall he is, I mean, that's so intimidating. And a lot of the intimidation is now on the batter.
Ruby Make the grab, couldn't quite get it. And that's a leadoff single here in the ninth for Jet Ruby.
Yeah, top of the order right now. They're going to get the bat talk, especially when this is kind of like their last top half to really just show out here in Healdsburg, prove who they are. I mean, they drove all the way down here just like Medford would, and they really want to put at least 1 or 2 runs more on the board.
First one to Callahan, good for cold strike 1. He's going to have to field his position, hops off the mound, makes the throw over to Kramer, and retires Callahan, the first out of the ninth.
It's going to be hard to get to turn 2 right here, as much as Beck wants to do that, unless it takes a starter order to Beck. I could say the shortstop.
Yeah, no force out, so no double play in order here. It's Castaneda. Castaneda so far today, 1 for 3 with a walk. Fouls off the 1-0 offering from DeBeck. He's been living in the... You mentioned that height, Tyler. It's a different release point than a lot of guys are used to seeing. They saw a little bit of that from Elliot Jocelyn, also a tall pitcher. Same with Cole Stokes, who's just an inch shorter than DeBeck at 6'6".
Yeah, good pitch. Just a little bit off the base of what he likes. Just getting to the guy's head, you know.
He is down 2-1, so he's got to attack the zone here now with a 3-1 count.
I'm sure he'll put the pressure on.
Castaneda lifts the 3-1. Sutter into foul ground, looking to make the play. And he does. Makes the grab for the second out of the ninth. Now just 1 out away. Finishing this one at 90.
Infield or just designated hitter, but also pitching. Pitches around 91. I think any pitcher or any baseball player in collegiate league, if they want to pitch a fastball, go ahead and do it. As long as you're topping 90 miles an hour, and that's really going to get the players to find it hard to hit.
Up now is Javier Felix. Swings through the first one, a breaking ball from DeBeck. Well executed pitch there.
We're seeing the different types of pitches that he's using in his arsenal again. He can use the fastball and then cut down to a 76 mile an hour breaking ball.
Goes right back to it. Saw it work the first time against Felix. Now he's just 1 strike away from completing this one. The crowd taking it away with the clap. Goes right back to the well, and it works. Good morning. This one and helps complete the sweep. A 9-1 victory sees Healdsburg improve to 6-1 on the season. We're 16-0 on the season.
Coming out and supporting all of these student athletes.
Wrap this one up from here in Healdsburg.
Up to Medford, Oregon. Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Snyder here with my partner Tyler Orville. Tyler, what did you like that you saw today?
I saw a lot of stuff from the Prune Packers specifically, but also for the Humboldt Creds. I mean, they had a pitcher that got 4 strikeouts, and that being Bryce Stockton. I think that mid-relief was excellent for them. He got 4 strikeouts along with Jaden Alba, so both of them were kind of the same. I think that both pitchers in the collegiate league for both Humboldt and Healdsburg are doing an excellent job at locating those pitches, and that's what it's all about. It's about defense, because we know that offensively the Prune Packers do well. It's about how they can handle defensively.
Yeah, we saw them do a great job winning this one by a score of 9-1. The offense, relentless pressure throughout. The pitching, relentless pressure throughout. A great game from the Prune Packers sees them improve to 16-0. Thank you so much for tuning into this game. I'm Griffin Snyder. This is Tyler Wargo.